Hello Harrys, what's up? So here we are, November, who would say? So fast, so you ready for Scorpio season? I hope so. I think only Scorpios are ready for their own season. Exciting month ahead. I'm not an astrologer, but I do know that Mars, your ruler planet, is in Scorpio. So that kind of gives you a time for you to focus on yourself. After a time that must have not been easy for an Aries during this Libra season, so many focus on other people, on the relationships, on balancing on giving, receiving, and yeah, now I think you guys gonna have a much needed time to focus on yourself. So you all know it's a collective reading. It may resonate, it may not resonate. Well, if it doesn't, there are a lot of whole bunch of good tarot readers in online and offline, and I'm sure you'll find your reader and the reading right for you. Anyways, let's start. I was feeling restlessness. Oh, by the way, my English is not my native language. I am Portuguese, and I'm reading you from Portugal. I speak Portuguese. I decided this channel would be half English, half Portuguese. Let's see. So we start with English. So most of you can get me well. So I was saying, as I was meditating on your cards, I was feeling this need for perfection and restlessness and do this, do that. Yeah, it's kind of interesting to tap in fiery Aries energy. Have some Aries friends. Quite familiar with the Aries archetype. Otherwise, but I don't have that much fair Aries in my chart, I would say. Anyways, let's start the reading. So I don't choose the cards, so you don't know me. If you don't know me, you will see that they fall. Just fix the camera. Okay. Ooh, they're jumping. You're alive. Oh, love this. So I prepared this special spread for you. We're gonna look at the present situation, and this is you. So you appear as the King of Wands. So let's just shuffle the rest of the cards. But yeah, I'm feeling here very well. You are ruling your kingdom, aren't you? Very enthusiastic, very grounded in your fiery energy. That means that you have your leadership qualities, but you don't let them be used against you, if you know what I mean. Sometimes when when there's kind of situation, you're like, oh, I know better, but then you kind of sabotage yourself because either you talk too soon, or you talk too much, or you jump on other people, or the people want to be their leader, but they don't have the qualities for it, and then kind of, those kind of conflicts that usually appear when the fire energy is up and you are with people that don't know how to use fire, but you kind of do. So, but while you sit in this throne, you already have the qualities of a king, so you know how to talk your idea without imposing. You know how to listen, because everyone needs to be listened to, right? And you don't get burned when you're on fire. So I'm already liking this. Nice. So let's see. So I don't do specific career, love, personal development readings. At least, yeah, most of my readings are based on personal development, but whatever comes up. So if it comes up something that I intuitively know it's a career or family or a relationship, romantic relationship, or reading, I would say so. Okay, I will always read for you. If someone shows up that I know it's not you, I will describe them and I will include the person in the reading. But this is your reading. It's about you. So you focus on you, you do you, okay? You first, and then you can serve others. Let's see the main situation here. I also shuffle backwards, so you'll see that maybe I do lots of stuff that you're not supposed to, but well, it's the way I do it. It's been working for me for years, so bear with me. We all have different approaches, no right or wrong, I would say. So the situation. So kind of you feel like you're still balancing. Some of you were still dealing with some. Sorry, I live near the hospital. The ambulance is passing by. I always wish that everything goes well. So whoever is inside that ambulance, they're passing. Wait, just a little bit. So this is happening during your reading. So if you're sick or have some family member that is sick in the hospital, I wish you everything goes well. I don't do health readings. If you're sick, you go to a doctor, not a tarot reading. And if you're sick, you want to go to the esoteric part, you can go to energy healing. That's also not a tarot reading. Okay. So situation, still balancing. Back to the reading. Sorry for the interruption. Still balancing whatever Libra season put on your lap to deal with it. Let's just shuffle all the cards and then I'll go back. Ooh, that's too many, so I will not take them. I'll take a look because I'm curious. Moon in Gemini here. Too much too, so wow, okay. So I know what's happening. So they still want me to talk a little bit just about this Six of Coins that's here in the present main situation. So Venus ruled sign Libra season is over with a big retrograde in Mercury over to. So any leftovers of the unbalance should also be over because you appear as the king of wands, and no gender attached here. King appears as the master, so they've mastered the element of fire, creativity, sexuality, joy, everything that is joy related. So the Svadhisthana chakra, the second one. If someone is messing with your ability to enjoy the comforts of being, the so much earned comforts of being a king of wands, well, it's kind of time to speak with actions. That means a king of wands would not waste their time over explaining the feelings, the thoughts, the why, the who. The king of wands would more like act upon it. So you would do something that conveys your idea about what is a balanced situation and what is an unbalanced situation that you do not want more in your life, and would just act upon it. But I feel there's a compassion here. So it's like, it's not just a cut, like I want you out of my life situation. It can be an ending, sure, but it's smooth transition. So it's like, in Portuguese we say uma chapada de luva branca. It means like you slap with a white glove, You kind of don't really slap, but you leave the hint that you are not to be messed up with anymore, but with grace. Very polite, also very practical. Like you do what you gotta do. And if you gotta say something, you say, man, it's just the way it is. Let's move on. Okay, nice. The environment. So this also could be about money. A lot of coins here for an Aries reading. A lot of earth element. If you're focused on balancing your work relationships, you might be looking for a raise. You might be looking for recognition, appreciation. You might say, look, I've done this, I've accomplished this, now maybe it's time that I receive this, and this. Because you're quite independent. Like if you feel like probably it would be a good time if you have a project of working solo, if you have a new idea that you know you can accomplish by yourself, because you have all this independence that the Nine of Coins gives you, all this history of winning, this history of accumulating wisdom, this history of been there, done that. So she knows, you know you can do it. It'll be a good time. You just need focus, kind of a slow, steady movement, but perseverance. Maybe one day you do a little bit, and another day you do another little bit. Well, this King of Wands is fire, quicker or rapid, more rapid energy than Earth, but still, he's a king, so he's wise. So he knows that maybe for the kind of idea and project that you have, you kind of expect and accept that it needs time. It needs time to process, to flourish, to grow. It's like the day you plant the seed is not the day the tree grows. Still can be a beautiful tree, and also the day the tree becomes a big tree is not also the day that it bears fruit, because the fruits, they are related to the cycle of life. They have a season to grow, a season to be ripe enough to be eaten, and all of that at its own timing. So I think you're in this wise position as a King of Wands because you know how to control your fire. So instead of the fire controlling you and you always being ahead of ahead of your time, ahead of your family, ahead of your siblings, ahead of your romantic relationship, like you're ahead because you're the starter, you're the manifester. You can do whatever you want with your life, especially if you're in this energy. But you're a king now. And a king is not a page. A king is not a knight or a prince. A king knows better and accepts reality as it is. And accepting reality as it is kind of a meditation state, You're just there. You're observing, you're not interfering, and then you go to a state that is higher conscious level. And it's from this higher conscious level that you get all these downloads, these codes, these insights, where you can co-create your reality in a way that is overflowing with abundance. Here, the ability to manifest, but I would say more, it's not like the manifestation phase with the 9. You're already peaking. I would say more like fruition, being complete in a way. You've worked hard to get here. Now you have the resources, you have the money, you have the partnership, you have the right place, you have the website together, all put together. Whatever you need that is material and practical to make this happen, it is in your environment. So this is you. This is your main situation that the universe likes to talk about, and universe wants to talk about balancing finances, literally, but then it can be deeper than that. Balancing the way you give and receive, because a king knows how to raise the people. This king will not give, I would say, for example, excessive amounts of social security money to everyone that needs it. He would give it just enough so people learn that they have to work for the rest, you know? So he gives enough to be fair and also to teach how to be free and independent, because if you are not free and independent, man, you can never be happy. You're always at the mercy of someone to give you something, whether it be material like financial aid or whether it be emotional. If you keep validating yourself from the outside, well, still have a lot of work to do, but I really don't feel that this is your energy, because you're the king of wands. So you've done the work. You're not here. You're free and you're a sovereign being. You have a kingdom. So if you have a kingdom, kings are compassionate. Kings are kind. Because if you're not kind, people will rebel against you. Sooner or later, someone will be screaming, "Off with their head!" So let's keep going. I'm kind of curious to see the lesson. So something has to go. Let me just see the blessing that comes from the lesson. You can fast forward if you don't want to see me shuffle. I'm sorry, but this is the way I work, and I won't change it. If you don't like it, you can change the reader. All good. We're always in the right place if we are being ourselves, and I am. So, where the universe wants you. So, welcome that. Welcome Scorpio season. You really are. This is gonna be a really exciting month ahead. November. Yes, it is. Okay, just show me the steps to get there. Nice. Very nice. See? Leo energy and the sun. One of the, I don't like to say best cards because I love them all. They're all necessary. They're all either stepping stones or blessings or lessons. You take one card and remove it from the deck because you don't like it, and then life is not complete. Everything there is in life, it's in the tarot cards. Okay. One more. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful witch in you. Beautiful sorcerer, whatever gender you are. The archetype of the witch. It's an archetype, so we all have it. And if you don't like witch, you can say wizard or sorcerer, whatever. It's good for you. Okay. And beautiful. So many. Alright. So, also, when you don't trust your ability to create, to be independent, to be your own king of wands, and to do it by yourself, and to just wait for the results despite everything. But I don't see anyone really here hindering this process except yourself. Okay. So the lesson here in this situation, the Hierophant reverse. I don't feel that much just because it's reversed like a bad vibe. So the Hierophant for me is like the alchemist of right and wrong. Right and I like always say there's no right or wrong, but in here I'd say right or wrong, as in right, you are being yourself, your most deep rooted self, in a way, whatever you've learned from your family, like your identity, your nationality, your family, your religion, those kind of stuff that help us to identify with a kind of role, but you cannot change. You know, you're born where you were born, in the country you were born, in the family you were born. You have or you don't have a religion. You can change many things. You can change wives, husbands, jobs, houses, countries. You can live wherever you want. You can change even a political party if you like. Religion's kind of different to change, you know. Your in deep core beliefs doesn't have to have a religious factor, but your deep beliefs, like is the institution of you within you, that thing that it's in your core, in your essence, and it's hard to change that, right? If being reversed, what I'm feeling here is that there's a lesson here about not following your intuition in a way, not that much as an intuitive and should I go here like or there, make a decision kind of thing, but intuitive in a way of being in the right place for you, of choosing the way you feel about your own projects and ideas. You have everything, the energy, the right energy, the right environment, there's a flowing in this energy, because the six are always for me about cooperation and resolution of problems. They're not kind of hard to not step over, but to solve, to upgrade. It's not hard. You're already past the five, so you're already on the six, so it's not hard situation here. And you got this. You got this because you have all the support from the environment, all the support. Now, for some of you, this Hierophant reversed is probably going against old patterns that you have. Maybe you're, because I have death here, where the universe wants you to be. So, you might be changing your ways regarding your deep core. But what I mean by this is like maybe there's some stuff that you thought about yourself, like this narrative that you keep telling about yourself, like, I'm gonna give an example, but oh, I've been unlucky on this, so da 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 da. But I don't feel this more as like a negative belief, but it's more in a way like you thought you were only good in this, and turns out you're good in so much more. So it turns out that you're expanding in your own essence and beliefs, like you're becoming greater than you thought you were, like you are peeling this leadership quality that you have within you, and maybe you're doing greater things, walking into greater ideas, doing better partnerships. Just clarify this card with another deck. So, Aries. Knight of Cups and Four of Swords, to clarify the Hierophant reversed. And I'm feeling here if there's this pause for healing, for going in a way that is more emotional, more truth to you than to others or to your old self. You're changing. It's not like you're changing your deep core, but you're discovering your deep core. You're discovering what is within you. For example, imagine if you're someone that would say, oh, that is wrong. Oh, I don't believe in that. Oh, that doesn't work for me. I don't like it. And you had this fixed ways in you where you thought that lots of stuff you would not, it wouldn't sit with you. And I think that is changing. That, yeah, that is changing in a way that you become more compassionate. For example, you would say, oh, I don't like this kind of people, or I don't like people that believe in this and this, or that I don't sit with you mode. Now you're more like, you can sit with us. Oh, sassy. Oh. So, yeah, I really see you being more inclusive. So maybe you are welcoming people in your life that you wouldn't. Or maybe you're talking to people that you wouldn't. And that is the lesson in this situation. You're balancing your relationships in a way to be more inclusive, to be more quiet in a way, like you let people come to you. Others of you, they are more quiet. You are going to people but offering your cup of love here with the Knight of Cups, but in a way that you respect other people's space, time. You're not that, sometimes Aries can be a little bit obsessive, and you have to watch out for that during Scorpio season, because it kind of has a match of the same energy, and it's very deep in a way. So if any obsessions come up during November, pause, breathe, okay? Don't, everything that asks for too much of us, everything that unbalances us, it's too much. It's not good. And we were dealing with balancing during Libra season. Let's try to apply what we learned during the Libra season in this Mercury retrograde during this Scorpio season. Okay? Also, for some of you, with this combination of cards, can be the end of a long relationship, the end of a marriage, or the idea of ending this marriage or this long relationship. If that is the case, and this is another storyline that I'm working out here, the dividing of the finances, the money, the assets, it's something that it is very important to be fair and to be done in a way that you maintain your independence, but also as a king of wands and as a knight of coins, you are fair. So you make sure that everyone has their cut. So not only me, but us mode. So just that is very specific. It will not resonate with all of you, but I had to say that. Okay. Also, if you're dealing with a Taurus, it might be that they come out of their shell. This is another storyline, like more romantic. It might be that they came out of their shell, of their Four of Swords mode, like I'm here. I'm not getting out of my house. I don't want to see anyone. I don't want to see you. And maybe they will reconsider to reconnect or apologize for something that they might have done, or accept your apologies for something that you might have done. Okay. So where the blessing from the lesson you're learning about this inner search of what is your deep core beliefs, what is the stuff that you really, it's really worth fighting for, or what is the stuff that, we're always evolving, so we change our mind. Sometimes we, I don't know, I don't like politics that much, but I used to. But just give this example. Sometimes you might support this political party and support this narrative and this person that is showing the face for this party, but you might end up changing your mind, or you might end up being friends with people from the rival political party, and you might start to be able to talk with these different people that believe from very different things than you, and you might see their side, and you might expand and grow for this. So this is this is a lesson about growth and expansion in order to be more compassionate and to be more at peace. Yeah. So whatever beliefs you might have that they're outdated, you might want to look at them as they have expired, as they were not your structure and your foundation after all. They were, you could change them. After all, you could change them. And I see that you, not a card of balance, of equilibrium, but also you might be at a crossroads in this practical matters of your life. You might have to change because the universe wants you to die to everything you think you are. After all, you are not. If you've been identifying, for example, I'm the boss, I'm the leader, I'm the blah blah blah, I know best than you, I am so much better than this, you might wanna slowly start dropping these narratives about yourself, and you might find out what is really you and what is just a social facade, a cape, a defense mechanism. This season will challenge you with defense mechanisms. They are going to be, you're going to outgrow yourself. But this identity is so old, you know what I mean? Maybe you've learned it from your parents, you learn it from your peers, from the community where you live, and well, man, now you gotta be the different now. Are you gonna be the black sheep now? Maybe for some fights you have to. Maybe now that you've peeled your relationships during Libra season and you're still working on the balancing, now you're gonna work on the balance within you. What is it within you that you've already are not? So you need to start acting like it. Some people are not gonna be ready for this King of Wands with the Death card, Scorpio energy. That's a lot of transformation, but also the power to transform. So you, during November and the Scorpio season, and then Sagittarius, but especially during Scorpio season till the 21st, you have a lot of power to transform yourself, man. Everything that needs to go goes. And I don't think you're gonna resist this. Except these deep core old beliefs, you might give a bit of a struggle. It might put you in uncomfort situations because people go say, oh, is he saying that? Is she doing that? Wasn't she da 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 da? Oh, no. Okay. So who is this person after all? And you show them. I'm the king of my kingdom. So you get, your kingdom is your life. So you get to change and transform and end whatever it needs to be ending. And the ways to get there, you just follow the sun. And following the sun is following the sun within you. I don't care if it's raining or snowing where you live. There's an endless sun within you when you connect with your optimism, when you connect with the joy of life, with whatever gives you joy. You look for a piece of the day to be joyful, or you start choosing a life where joy is the currency of your life. It's not the weekend, or not just the end of the day, or escaping your job. You do a job you love, or you try to, or you know, how should I, if I'm not there, how do I get there? It is possible. I really like this card. It's beautiful. You see the vulnerabilities every time you see naked people in tarot. They're not naked to show off their body for sure. They're naked to symbolize the vulnerability of showing who you really are. You've ever heard that expression, oh, she was looking at me in a way that I felt naked, like she could see my soul. Yeah, that's, show your soul to the world. We want to, Aries, please do. We want to see. You want to see who you truly are. Can you please show us who you truly are? Without all the defense mechanisms. We know you're good at it. You're really good. You scare the shit out of us sometimes. We love you. The witch archetype. She knows, right? So if the universe wants you here in this process of transformation, sometimes it can be a little bit slow. But I would say with all these coins, with all these pentacles around, things are moving in the material world. So your things are happening. But I want to say just with this death cards, that sometimes it might be in a way that it's so deep within you that you cannot express with words, that no one really knows what is really happening with you, just you. So accept that during this Scorpio season, this process might be solitary, but it has to. No one can live your life for you, get the insights for you, cure and heal for you. Only you. People can help you, show you the way, give you the resources, have a ear to listen, have a shoulder to cry, whatever. But the really, really important work, we always do it by ourselves. It's the human condition. Okay? You're born alone and you die alone. Okay? Of course, we are a relational being. We all need love. I'm not denying any of that, but the important things, only you can do it, and you know it. You will know it. So your intuition is here to help you, and your intuition is something that you might have this best friend that knows you so well that you explain it, say, oh, listen, this synchronicity, it happened like this, and I was going here and da da da, and then they might understand you because they know you really well. But really, really, really deep, there are some stories that they might seem crazy to everyone, but you know it. You know it. Yeah. You know, it made sense. So you listen. Do not confuse whatever fear with intuition. Fear will always make you question yourself. Intuition, it might say don't go that way, but will never say don't go that way because you're not worth it. That is fear. Intuition will always say don't go that way. And it's very direct to the point. It questions the way you are intending to go, not you. So, this mental energy, you're gonna have to cross it to transform yourself, to become more than you think you are. You cross it with accepting your vulnerability and being optimistical about it. You want to cry? Sit with it. Sit with your pain. Talk with it and say, what are you doing here? Where do you come from? You can laugh about your pain. The sun is here to show you that whatever keeps you up at night during this process is not here to curse you. It's here to show you it exists and it needs to be listened, and it has a voice that wants to transform these remains of despair, of not knowing, into not wanting to know, because you accept the current reality and deep within you know that everything is always well. It's beautiful reading, beautiful, lots of practical matters being solved. The material aspect of your life, I think you're gonna cut all the cords, make all the right decisions and focus where you need to focus. That starts with yourself, your independence, your respect, your abundance. And you're gonna transform in a beautiful way. You're gonna cut cords with all the narratives you have been telling about yourself, to yourself more than others. It's all about you with you. It's a very you with you reading. Everyone that is here, it's you and aspects of you. I don't see. Yeah, so you're in this process alone. Alone with the universe. The sun's with you. The high priestess is with you. Right, priestess, she doesn't guesses, she knows. And the sun, you cannot see the sun. If the sun is shining, it is shining, period. You don't say, oh, the sun was almost shining. No, it is shining, it shines, it's what it does. It cannot do anything than shine. So you can shine with it because it's here in your energy. You can shine with the sun. You can be the sun. So all these energies that appear, they appear as an aspect of you. And you get to transform in ways that are behind your imagination. Well, long reading, so sorry for that. If you like short readings, maybe I am not your reader. I'll just get an oracle of the universe. Tell me about this transformation with Aries. Tell me more. Ooh, so much more. Well, guys, I'm gonna read them all. Short sentences anyway, so sorry. Happiness is my birthright. So I think this sits very well with the sun, even the colors match. When I lean on the fate of the universe, peace becomes real. So what have I said? If just saying earlier that you need to listen to the voice of intuition and know that everything is always well. So it sits very well with the Empress. When I lean on the fate of the universe, peace becomes real. This kind of peace. Meditation peace. Knight of Cups peace. I let go of the shadow of the past by seeing someone for the first time with the eyes of love, the compassion that I was mentioning, the compassion that this king needs to have to balance the relationships, whether you're receiving too little, or whether you're giving too little, if that is the case. Well, I wouldn't say that, you being a king, but we all have our moments, right? So one more time. I let go of the shadow of the past. Also, this past, for some of you, this is a very heavy past. When I mention the ending of long-lasting relationships, whether it be working 20 years for an employer, whether it be a long marriage or a long relationship, if it's outdated you, if you've outgrown stuff where you were fully invested, because this is full investment with this card. There's reversed. You gave a lot. You gave more than enough. But it stopped working. And when situations, relationships, they stop working, it doesn't mean that they're bad. It's just a cycle that ended. Like everything. So I really think we should honor endings as much as we honor beginnings. You know, we're so happy when something begins. All these people create expectations, they're fully invested, and there's the time in between where lots of stuff happen, and then there's also a time to end stuff. That's the Shiva energy. The Shiva is an aspect of life. There has to be destruction so there can be creation. And then there's the preservation in the middle. It's the cycle of life. You see it in nature every day. So allow yourself to see someone or something for the first time with the eyes of love and compassion. And you honor the ending as you did the beginning. It's not because that stuff ends that they're bad. Oh, I love this one. There's a stream of love supporting my dreams. Can get better than the sun. When the sun shines, every seed will come to be harvested. That's simple. So focus on the seeds you already planted, because this is not a planting season for you. This is harvesting. You're getting your rewards. Look at this. So much gold. And that's all I have for you today in this November reading. I hope you enjoyed the reading. If so, you can drop a comment, a like, subscribe, share, just do whatever it feels good to you. You can even like it and don't do anything at all. It's all good. All is always well, because all is meant to be. Namaste. Thank you for your presence.